Oh, game is on Fubo. The studio light just broke, and the camera didn't charge all the way. Should be a good game. Oh, and Kyle's not even here.
The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1,
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
All right, Panther fans, so we got the Penguins tonight. I assume Spencer Knight is in net, and this is going to be a very short intro because I just turned on the camera, and for whatever reason, it didn't charge up. Camera's not charged, so it's got about 2 minutes of battery. So I'm going to have to charge it during the intermission if I ever get the game on, because it's on Fubo. So I'm wondering, how many streaming services do we need to have? Should be a good game, though. All right, so no score after one. We got it figured out. Took us a minute to get the TV going. The camera's still not charging, so that's not good. It's barely charging, so I'm able to use it, but I think I'm going to have to run a setup in here. I know that it's been having a problem because it got some water spilled on it on a very bad day towards the end of the summer. We'll just leave it at that. And so I know that there's problems inside the camera. So, we look good. Ekblad's hand is broke, so he's going to have to go to LTIR. The problem is he refuses to go to LTIR, and he came back and played. He's fine. He took a puck off of his hand, and we all automatically just sent him right to LTIR so we could get in a real defenseman, and then he could come back for the playoffs. Can't praise the goaltender in the middle of the game, so we're good there. Jari looks like he's on his game, so it's going to be, it don't look a whole lot different than last night. All I can say is that they don't look bad, but they're not playing Panther hockey. We dump it in, we don't win the puck battle, and the puck is back out. We're not having any puck possession. And last thing I'll say is I'm going back to calling him Chicken Chuck until he gets 3 goals in 5 games. Until that happens, Chicken Chuck, where are you? All right, so now it's 1-1 after 2. It wouldn't have been a second period if we had not given up the lead. Now, we didn't play bad. We're active and everything like that. There was a whole skirmish that ended up with the Panthers having a power play, but Chucky must have said something because we couldn't see that he did anything, and they gave him a 10-minute misconduct. So we're on the second of a back-to-back, and so now we have lineup problems, but I have a solution for that lineup problem. Now, Samoskevich, Greer, and Boquist, all 3 of them were not on the team last year, did not have long playoff runs, and they clearly are the 3 guys that have the most in terms of legs on the ice right now. So, just every line should be 2 guys and then Samoskevich, and then 2 guys and Boquist, and then 2 guys and then Greer. They should not be off the ice at any point, right? We'll do it that way. So Chucky will be back, I don't know, with 5-6 minutes left or into the third period. We start the third period off on a power play. Samoskevich drew a call. He should have drawn a call earlier. The dude was just grabbing him and pulling him back while he had the puck. There was no call, but then he got tripped. So we got 1 goal again. Now what we've done is we've gone from shooting into the belly of the goalie with every shot to now we can't hit the net, especially for Hagee. There was a sequence where Verhage must have had 5 shot attempts in a couple of minutes. He can't hit the net. Let's see. Kyle's not here. Sore throat. It's 12 degrees outside. That might be a bit of an exaggeration, but that does add up to the shootout, doesn't it?
We are going to overtime! Woo! We are going to the shootout, and it is my favorite part of the game! We
almost blew that. 1, 2, 3 and 2 points. All I'm going to say is that I'll be live tomorrow noon for your therapy session, and I am so happy. I am so happy that I do not have to deal with the Panthers blew that game tomorrow at noon. I'm absolutely thrilled, beyond all stone. I'm happy. So here's the thing. What do you want? All right. I had too much cold medicine. Then I had coffee. I just did a 3-hour stream by myself, and it is what it is. So what happened? Well, Chicken Chuck Chicken Chuck got himself a goal. Now, brace yourself. Brace yourself. Chucky, Kachuk, the dude that was out there, worked hard in front of the net for position and deflected the puck into the net. Now, I know we kind of got spoiled by being used to him doing that like 4 times a game when we first got him. But when was the last time he did that? Now, I also remain convinced that this is yet more proof that the players watch the videos in the streams. Now, why is that? Now, Chucky has been ass. He's been ass. And during the stream tonight, we decided that he was taking back the Chicken Chuck. That's it. I'm giving him back the Chicken Chuck moniker. Now, if you notice, after the 10-minute penalty, he came back on and he looked like the Kachuk we need. And he got the goal. Now, I'm not saying he was in the locker room watching the stream of me calling him Chicken Chuck. I'm not saying that. It's just coincidence. Again, that's okay. So Chucky did his thing. He gets the goal tied. And then Bennett did his thing. And, why do we need to, like, punch a dude in the face with 1 minute left in the offensive zone? Why do we need to do that, Bennett? All right, he come up for a hit, but it was just a little bit extra. Just a little bit of extra. He gets the dude up high. Who sold it? Oh! They get the 2-minute power play. Eventually, they pull Jari, so they get the 2-man advantage. And they tie the game, which helps them, by the way, okay? Because they're fighting for that 8th spot. And I guess that point puts them tied. So we go to overtime, and we get out overtime. Spencer and I made a few really good saves. Pittsburgh kind of had the better of the play there. We had a few chances, but some of our guys got stuck out there for some really long shifts. But we survived overtime. Okay, then we get to the shootout, and there's Spencer Knight facing down Sidney Crosby, stoned him, and Reinhart gets a goal, and Lundell closes it out with a goal, and we win and we get 2 points, and I'll take it. I'll take it. Spencer Knight played a very nice game. The 2 goals that he let in, no big deal, nothing there. He really made some good saves tonight. Look down the lineup. Barkov was a little bit more engaged. Reinhart is just kind of like crickets. Just. I'm not saying he's gone. I'm not saying he's hurt. I'm not saying he's sick. But he looks like he's shrunk 6 inches and lost 50 pounds. He just don't look like himself out there. That might be a little bit of an exaggeration. Bennett, Kachuk did their thing. Luosterainen had a lot of chances, can't put the puck in the back of the net. Lundell, Verhaeghe, Boqvist. I like that line. If Verhaeghe could hit the net and score, Boqvist didn't get a lot of action tonight, but Lundell's playing really, really well. So I really feel like that line should kind of stay together. Now, in terms of the 4th line, you had Greer out there playing a really nice game. Nosek played well. And then Mackie Samoskevich, I think he was out there for every shift. By the 3rd period, I don't think I saw him come off the ice. It like every combination of player, it was just like send 2 guys out there with Mackie. Because he drew 2 penalties. In fact, I think he drew the penalty that led to the second goal, I believe. If memory remind, I don't know. He drew 2 penalties. Because, look, like I said, we got 3 guys with legs right now. Samoskevich, Greer, and Boquist, right? And the other Boquist, too. They all clearly are just, like, faster than everybody else. So it makes sense to continue to throw them out there. And Mackey's not got any problems defensively. He's not a liability out there or anything like that. He's getting his opportunities. Need to put the puck in the back of the net just a little bit more. Okay? All right, thank you. Defensively, Ekblad, now I've seen some people saying Ekblad wasn't back in the game or got benched or something like that. I don't know exactly what went down there because, I'm streaming, so I'm not hearing the TV. And I saw them cut to Ekblad to say something about Ekblad right when either we scored or Pittsburgh scored. So I didn't see what that was all about. But maybe it was his hand. Remember, he took that puck off the hand. LTIR. Just right to LTIR with you so we can go get Connor Murphy basically for free. And you put Connor Murphy into Ekblad's spot while he's on LTIR. We discover how much better Forsling can do when he's not covering for Ekblad, and then Ekblad never gets his spot back, although that would kind of mean you'd put Ekblad with Mikkola as the second pair in the playoffs. No, you'd put Balinskis with Mikkola. I don't know. Don't ask me. I just work here. They don't do anything I say anyway. It's not like I can predict trades. What else did we see? Balinskis looks better, right? He was solid. Then he had 2 weeks where he was ass. And now he looks like himself again. So I will continue to say that I feel he must have been sick or hurt or something. And then Schmidt and Boquist. It's not terrible. It's the same thing every night. Now, Boquist showed off his speed tonight a couple times, coming back into the zone to break up plays. Schmidt did not. There was a couple of offensive. I feel so bad for the dude because he's given all of his effort. Nate Schmidt. There was a couple entries into the zone where he was trying to be Brandon Montour, but he's not Brandon Montour. He's Nate Schmidt. It ain't working. So, and then Spencer Knight obviously played well. So overall, we look good enough. We look good enough for an early January game. Kind of almost got away from us a little bit, but we'll deal with it. We're fine. Nothing new has happened. We're still looking for a defenseman or two. But look, let's be honest. We can trade for a guy. I mean, if we trade for a defenseman, you're still going to have playoff games where you've got to depend on Schmidt and Adam Boquist. It's going to happen unless we get like 2 or 3 new guys, right? But barring that, there's going to be playoff games where we're going to need Mackie Samoskevich to score, and we're going to need Nate Schmidt to transform himself into 10 years ago. So, good luck to us. All right, that's going to do it for tonight. I'll get this up and out to you all, and I'll be live tomorrow at noon, and then Kyle's not here tomorrow either, so I'm either going to go rob a bank or I'm going to go to the casino. My brother Gene gave me $100 for Christmas, but he said the caveat to it was I must go out of the house and do something fun because I never do that. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. Kyle'll spend the night at his mom's. I'm probably going to go to the casino and do something with that $100. And that's just the way it's going to be. So, because if I don't, I'm just going to pay a bill with it, right? That's boring. I don't like paying bills. All right, we get 2 points. I'll see you tomorrow at noon. And thankfully, I don't have to hear everybody complain about how we blew the game.